WGNS Primetime Sports is honored to bring you the 77th season of coverage with tonight's high school sports broadcast of Rutherford County Prep Athletics. It's State Farm Prep Sports. Veteran broadcasters Brian Barrett and John Dinkins, in their 25th year together, are ready to bring you the story of tonight's contest. Here are the 2023 Tennessee Association of Broadcasters recipients for Best Sports Coverage, Brian Barrett and John Dinkins, with tonight's contest on News Radio WGNS.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Blackman High School. It's Blackman and Cleveland in the girls sectional, one of them in Class 4A. In fact, there are 8 games going on tonight, and one of them includes another local team, the Oakland Lady Patriots, and it's halftime, or that's the last report we got. Bradley Central leading Oakland 42-13 at halftime. Looks like Bradley Central is everything that we thought that they were. We'll talk about that a little bit. Take a look at Blackman versus Cleveland here. This is the Sweet 16. It's the start of the state tournament, and if you get past this round, well, you go to the Murphy Center next week and play. We actually even know game times and when those brackets might be and how they might be set up, and we'll talk about that as well as we continue the Primetime Sports Countdown to Tip-Off, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. They've helped thousands of people get legal help when they've needed it the most. If you've been injured, call the law offices of John Day for a free consultation. John joins me in just a moment here from the Furnace, and we'll be back with the County Roundup presented by Rick's Barbecue after this.
Hi, this is Dan Mitchell from Music World and Drummers Den. We have a larger selection than any of the other big box stores. Much better prices. Selection is wonderful, from keyboards, drums, guitars. Ukuleles are big this year. We also have lighting. This is Dan Mitchell from Music World and Drummers Den. Come down and look around. We have what you need. The Music World and Drummers Den is located at 2762 South Church Street, right across from Indian Hills Golf Course.
When Rutherford Countyans think of insurance professionals, they think Rayburn Insurance Agency at 200 South Lowry in Smyrna, meeting the needs of thousands of customers since 1973. You can trust Rayburn Insurance with all your needs, a place where customer service really matters. It's personal with Rayburn Insurance, as fans of local sports, as friends, and as insurance professionals. Check them out at rayburn.net or call 615-459-4145. Rayburn Insurance, for business, auto, home, and life insurance.
Here at Bud's Tire, we make buying Michelin tires simpler. I'm Allison Mitchell with Bud's Tire Pros. We offer a straightforward approach to service, including nationwide warranties with every purchase. Stop in today to see our full lineup of Michelin and BF Goodrich tires. For whatever you drive, Michelin and BF Goodrich have a tire to fit any need. Bud's Tire Pros, hassle-free, guaranteed. We're located on East Main Street, exactly 3 miles from the town square, 1 mile past Rutherford Boulevard. Visit us online at budstirepros.tn.com.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee is dedicated to our community. Hi, I'm John Dietrich, Senior Vice President and Commercial Banker at our 1708 Gateway Boulevard location in Murfreesboro. Let me help you purchase, finance, or build with local people and local decisions. As a lifelong Murfreesboro resident, I'm committed to our town and your financial needs. Look us up at fnbmt.com. First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 401715.
I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Welcome back. We are in the middle of our countdown to tip-off, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. Time to get the Rick's Barbecue County Roundup underway. Rick's Barbecue has quality, fresh, never frozen meats that they smoke the old-fashioned way, using real hickory wood on specially designed pits to give your pork, beef, and chicken all the best flavors. So be sure to head out to Rick's Barbecue. Try those slaw dogs or the loaded baked potatoes as well. From the pit to the plate, Rick's Barbecue is ready to feed your hungry family tonight. Update on the Oakland-Bradley game in the third quarter. It's 47-15 Bradley Central. And, John, we kind of thought Bradley Central was going to be a juggernaut, and apparently they are.
Yeah, that pretty much tells you how good they are. We know how good Oakland is, and they're really, it's not a game right at this point. But
yeah, I know at one point in the second quarter there was a 10-2 run, and they've been on several runs here in this game, and looks like our Oakland Lady Patriots are going to fall. Bradley would be 31-1, and John, they've got to be the favorite going into the state tournament.
Oh yeah, definitely, and been there before, been there, done that, and you got to say that they're going to be the team to beat.
Well, we're hoping that we can get the Blackman Lady Blaze or the Eagleville Lady Eagles or both into the state tournament. Let's talk about Eagleville first, since we're going to broadcast this game between Cleveland and our Lady Blaze here. Eagleville, John, talked to Chris Lynch, and what was it, 2019, I think it was. Clay County got upset in the region finals and had to go to Eagleville. Eagleville won, and everybody said, well, Clay County is a shoe-in. They're going to get there. And they didn't even bring a lot of fans. The fans said, well, we don't want to make 4 trips to Murfreesboro. Well, they didn't make any if they didn't go. Eagleville beat them. So, that's why you play the game. It's going to be a tough one for Eagleville tonight, though, versus Wayne County.
Well, it's on the road, and you have to worry about that as well. I think if Eagleville has a good shooting night, they can play with anybody. They have been nice, though, that they've been a little cold from the field, and if that happens tonight, they could be in trouble. But if they shoot the ball well, they'll be in it.
Only had 30-some-odd points in the region finals, I think it was, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, Moore County, was that right?
Yeah, the one with Moore County. It was 38-36. Only scored 36 points.
But in regard to that, Eagleville can play some defense.
Yes,
now
they can.
Too. They are really good defensively.
Very
And
quick.
Coach Lynn's teams always seem to be very good defensively.
And, he's kind of got a knack of getting the girls
Yeah,
playing downhill when it comes to tournament time, doesn't he?
sure does. He's always in the hunt somewhere along the line, either in the region tournament or like this one, for instance, sub-state. And I hope he can get over that hump tonight.
Well, we'll keep you updated on scores out of that one tonight for sure. And we're here to broadcast the game between Blackman and Cleveland. Cleveland comes in, John, with head coach Bianca Hensley, who was at Stewart's Creek before taking the job down in Cleveland. And she knows enough about Bradley. She's had to play them a lot. And I think Bradley beat them by 32 in the region finals. So, but they're here, and they're pretty good.
They are. They've got two seniors coming back that are really solid. And I wouldn't call them spectacular, but they're very, very solid and good basketball players. And then they've got 2 juniors, and they're rounding out with a guard, Lioness Rodriguez, who will be playing. She's a sophomore, but they're a pretty seasoned team.
They're 22-9 coming into this game. Blackman 18-8. And John, Blackman has found ways to win the region tournament, or going into the region tournament through the district tournament. It was Caitlin Flowers kind of carrying the team. Well, everybody saw that film, and so everybody was keying in on her, and somebody else had to step up, and Lyric Maston's done a good job, and Ayana Dunbar has done some good things as well. So they're going to have all of those pieces, I think.
Yeah, they're going to have that, and plus the other 2 starters are going to have to contribute a few points. They too, Blackman is another team, very good defensively, and that's what keeps them in games. And they make turnovers, they create turnovers, and that can keep you in a game, get the other team out of its rhythm a little bit.
Well, let's maybe give a couple of Dr. Automotive keys to the game here tonight for a Blackman victory. I see that Blackman is probably going to be quicker, and they're going to be dogged on defense. What do you think of some keys in this game?
Well, I've said every time we've talked about keys to the game to Blackman, they can't afford to get off to a slow start. What have they done? The last 3 games, they've gotten off to a slow start. They've come back to win. Sooner or later, that catches up with you.
Yep.
So, and Coach Grandstaff knows that, and we talked about it this morning. She would like to see a much better start. And I don't mean, but I'm talking at least get in double digits in the first quarter at least.
Well, Blackman boys kind of fell victim to that. They had won some games, low scoring, and they ran into the game with Laverne the other night in the region semifinals and just were not able to score enough to win that game. So hopefully that's not the case, and we're headed the other way here. Need a good start for the Lady Blaze. We're going to have this game for you. Really good crowd here tonight for this girls sectional. So we invite you to stay tuned and give you an update on what's going on down at Bradley Central. Bradley Central leads 54-17 going to the fourth quarter. And that is the latest score we have out of that one over Oakland, 54-17 Bradley. All right, hang in there with us. When we come back, we're going to have your starting lineups, and then John's going to bring you the play-by-play of this one. It's Blackman, it's Cleveland, a spot in the state's Elite Eight and a state tournament berth on the line. Stay tuned.
Pizza.
You can now order Murfreesboro's favorite pizza online at sirpizzatn.com. We've made ordering online a breeze. From sirpizzatn.com, tap on the location nearest you and begin your order for carryout or delivery. You can order the Royal Feast, create your own, spaghetti, calzones, everything right from our online portal at sirpizzatn.com.
Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
This is Lenny Farmer with Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home. Did you know that you can plan your funeral in advance without actually paying for your funeral in advance? In other words, if it's not a convenient time to pay for your funeral, you can still choose your funeral items and we'll file them away for later. Let's consider that together. You make the decisions for yourself, and when that financial window opens up, it becomes an easier decision. Call me at 615-893-2422 and let's plan together.
With over 80 years of service under our belt at Roscoe Brown, we can help ensure your home's HVAC unit keeps you warm and that your pipes don't burst. Through preventative checkups and repairs, we provide our customers with a worry-free winter. I guess you could say we've weathered a few winter wonderlands over the years. Turn to the experts. Turn to Roscoe Brown.
Roscoe Brown. RoscoeBrown.com.
This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. For more than 30 years, my team and I have worked hard to help injured people throughout Middle Tennessee. Over that time, we've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they've needed it the most. And if we're not able to help or aren't the right lawyer for you, we'll do the best to point you in the right direction. If you've been injured, call the Law Offices of John Day for a free consultation. And remember, there's no fee unless we win your case.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
All right, welcome back here to Blackman High School. It's Blackman and Cleveland tonight with the lineups from Vance Heating and Air Winners Trophies and JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates. And to bring you the play-by-play, here's John.
All right, for the Cleveland Lady Raiders, coached by Bianca Hensley, a familiar name in Rutherford County. Callie Brewer, number 21, will be a senior forward, starting along with Lauren Hurst, number 11, a 6'3 junior forward. Number 3, Tamaya Tanner, also a forward, a junior. It's number 25, Emma Smith. She's a junior as well, playing a guard spot. And Elinas Rodriguez, number 10, a 5'5 sophomore guard. So for Cleveland, it's Brewer, Hurst, Tanner, Smith, and Rodriguez. And we mentioned only one sophomore in the lineup. The rest are juniors and seniors. So that kind of tells you a little something right there. For the Blackman Lady Blaze, it'll be Lyric Maston, number 1, a 5'5 junior point guard. Kaylin Flowers, the other guard spot, number 12, a 5'5 senior. Ayana Dunbar will play the post, number 34. She's at 6'2, a senior. Tashana Moore, number 15, a 5'8 senior forward. And Katie Stevens, the other forward, 00. She's only 5'3. Blackman really runs a three-guard offense, really. It's Maston, Flowers, Dunbar, Moore, and Stevens. And they are home, and they also have the home uniforms on tonight, white with orange and blue trim. Cleveland in the blue, red, white, and blue, predominantly blue. So royal, kind of a royal blue. And we're about ready to get this one started.
John, the winner of this game will face the winner of Beach Lincoln County next Wednesday at 11 a.m. at MTSU in the state tournament, first round.
Get your Wheaties and get up early.
Yep. And if Eagleville can get to the state tournament, their game time would be 8:45 p.m. West Coast game.
I'm not going to stay there all day, though. Well, hopefully we'll have that problem to deal with.
Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
And we'll know in about an hour and a half from now. It'll be Dunbar jumping against Hurst. And the tip is up, and it's controlled by Moore of Blackman to Stevens. She kind of stole that tip away. Right side it goes to Maston. Picked up by Brewer. Left side now it goes to Stevens, now to Maston, back to Flowers, who stops, takes the jumper, good. Good start for Kaylin Flowers. And it's 2-0 Blackman. That's about a 15-footer.
I'd like to see her get off to a good start and hopefully, kind of turn things around in terms of getting the offense going early.
Here's Rodriguez driving right side, in trouble, now gives it out to Brewer. Here's Hurst driving, goes up, and it's a blocking foul on Katie Stevens. Tried to draw the charge and couldn't do it. First team foul of the game. So Hurst to go to the line. Now Lauren Hurst is their go-to girl. Free throws up and missed. Our game tonight brought to you by good neighbor State Farm agent Dana Womack, located at 805 South Church Street between the Farm Credit and Post Office. Second one is good. That's State Farm agent Dana Womack, 615-900-0877. So Hurst cuts the lead, the Blackman lead in the half, 2-1. See what kind of defense they're playing. Looks like man-to-man. Here's Flowers. Boy, they're giving her a lot of room. And loses it momentarily. Now back out to Maston. Maston drives. Now gives it over to Stevens. Back to Flowers. Flowers picked up out there by Smith. She's got a job tonight. Here's Moore with a jumper from the right block. No good. Out of bounds. Give it to Blackman.
Boy, we might have got a break right there. We didn't really have a very good angle at it, but Dunbar either tipped it out or the other girl tipped it out or there was a foul.
Kept it alive. They give it to Maston and a whistle and a foul. It'll be either Smith or Rodriguez. And that is Rodriguez. That's her first. So Maston was shooting, so she'll go to the free throw line. She had a good night at the line the other night. Free throw is up and good.
Got the shooter's roll that time.
What did you mean by that, the shooter's roll? Oh, because she's so soft.
So soft, and it just kind of bounced on the rim and fell through.
Second one is good. That stripped the net. 4-1 now, Blackman. A shooter's roll, a shooter's touch. They get it down low, running the baseline. Here's a little jumper in the lane, no good. Picked up by Blackman. Things going Blackman's way right now. Stevens has it, now gives it back out to Moore. Back out to Maston. Maston driving, Hurst picks her up. Well, they got a double team on Dunbar. Jumper by Stevens is good. It's a first bank three, and she is fouled, ladies and gentlemen. Big basket by Katie Stevens. She'll go to the free throw line to make it a 4-point play, hopefully.
I thought as hard as she was fouled, John, that one didn't have a prayer to go in.
Well, they haven't put it on the scoreboard yet. I guess they're waiting for her to hit this, see if she hits this.
Boy, 4-point play would be sweet, wouldn't it?
Free throws up and off the rim, no good. 7-1, Blackman, and they get the rebound. Here's Maston. Could be more than a 3-point play or a 4-point play. Missed the shot. Boy, they're really going to the boards. Maston in trouble. Gives it back out now to Stevens. Back out to Flowers. Bianca Hensley very familiar with Blackman. Here's a fadeaway jumper by Flowers. Good! 9-1. And a timeout, Cleveland, as Blackman, well, they took my advice.
Yes,
They're off to a hot start. 5:45 to go here in the first quarter of play, and it's time to take a look at our friends over at Parks Auction, and you know who I'm talking about.
Well, spring's coming up. They're very busy guys in the spring. If you want to talk to them about the spring auction, Stan Vaught and Bob Bugg, they're the two you need to talk to. If you're thinking, I don't know what type of property sale, if it's even right, an auction, get some advice from them. They'll tell you. They'll shoot straight. And Parks Auction, they've got, of course, the extensive marketing program from Parks Auction to get the most amount of money in the shortest amount of time. That's Parks Auction Stan Vaught, Bob Bug, they'll handle everything.
It'll be Cleveland's ball. They find themselves down by 8 early. Rodriguez to Hurst. In the corner, there's a long jumper. It's up and off the rim, no good. And that shot taken by Cleveland. Here's Stevens. Fakes a shot, nowhere to go with it. That is number 1, and that's Lainey Copeland for Cleveland to that shot. There's a shot missed by Blackman. I need to write her down. In the corner is Copeland, and it's knocked out of bounds off Cleveland. Copeland is a freshman.
Right now, Cleveland is not doing a very good job of handling this Blackman pressure, which is all right by me.
5:09 to go in the first quarter. Dominated by the Blaze here early. High post, it goes to Dunbar. Dunbar looks down low, now gives it back to Maston. And it's knocked out of bounds off of number 25, and that is Smith. Smith is guarding her one-on-one. What a matchup for that. They give it to Maston. Maston drives, now brings it back out. Copeland in there for defense, I think, and the shot is up and she's fouled, and I think she's going to the line again.
Well, the season just officially came to a close for the Oakland Lady Patriots. Bradley Central defeats Oakland 67-23 tonight, and Bradley Central will advance.
Nothing to be ashamed of. They're beating everybody like that. Here's Moore to Flowers, fakes, now stops, shoots, 13-footer, good. Man, she can't miss. 3 field goals for Flowers, and it's 11-1.
They're 4 of 7 with a 3, John.
She walked. Brewer, second turnover for Cleveland. They've really only gotten, 3 shots off this whole quarter?
2. One was a turnover.
Here's Maston bringing it up. Well, if you're going to be fired up for a game, this is the game you want to be fired up for. Maston doesn't take the pick, now drives baseline, now gets it back out to Moore. Cross court to Stevens. Stevens, a couple of dribbles, now to Moore. Or make that Flowers. Flowers, shake and bake, now tries to lob it, and it's almost stolen, but she gets it back. Those quick hands, and Moore walks. Turnover Blackman. Now, got to keep pouring it on, Brian. We don't want to just start missing shots and that kind of thing. We want to keep pouring on the points.
2 minutes left in the first quarter. Wayne County 11, Eagleville 8.
Here's Copeland, drives through 2. They get it down low. The shot's up and missed. Rebound, coming away with it, and she almost walked. Jumper is up and good by Emma Smith. And that's a 3-pointer for Emma Smith. They needed that one, 11-4. Got another player in for, I'll give you that number in just a second here. She has the longest hair in the county, or this county anyway. Here's Moore driving, tries to get it inside. It's knocked around, picked up by Maston. She throws a floater up there, no good, and a whistle and a foul. And I think this might, well, I don't think so. I think it's going to go, it is going to go against Blackman. Izzy Smith is in the game for Cleveland. They're going to throw the ball in.
Well, they blew the whistle.
Emily Patterson in the game.
And John, she moved, and so that's a turnover, Cleveland. So
sorry, I'm trying to get these names on the roster. I apologize. Here's Moore, a little hook shot, no good. Dunbar got away with one and scores. A little over the back, but we'll take it. 13-4, Blackman. Here's Hurst. Lobs it over to Copeland. Copeland drives, bounce pass, and Patterson can't handle it. Turnover, Cleveland.
It's 4 of them.
Maston driving, scoop shot, no good. Rebound, Hurst. Hurst to Copeland. Copeland stops, shoots, 15-footer, no good. Dunbar rips the rebound down. 2:33 to play here in the first. Cleveland's not getting many boards. Here's a nice move by Flowers, but she misses the shot. Starting to miss a few here. Copeland going to try again. Off the rim, no good. Dunbar with another rebound. And she had to hustle to get that one. Bounce pass to Maston. 2:07 to go in the first.
Cleveland 1 of 6 from the field.
Maston brings it up. Picked up by Izzy Smith. Maston drives. The shot goes out of bounds, and it's going to be off of Blackman. Dunbar tried to save it. Kylie Brewer back in the game, and looks like Copeland's going to take a breather. She's using some freshmen. Her bench is a little thin down there, Brian.
Well, I mean,
I've added 3 players to their roster.
I'm not sure. I got this from a broadcaster down there. I'm not sure why that is, because I didn't have enough room on my score sheet for everybody. So
Brewer to Hurst to Smith. 3-pointer, no good. In and out. Rebound. Flowers comes, Herring. She's in the game. Over to Masson. Splits a crease, missed the shot. 13-4. Hurst driving, wanted to go all the way down, and now a reach-in foul on Blackman.
John, roving reporter Floyd Walker is keeping us updated from Wayne County tonight.
So, interpretation, Kim is keeping us up to date with scores.
Well, the text was from Floyd. So
there's a lob to Hurst. They're doing a good job on her. Haven't been able to get free. Brewer gives it out now to Smith. To Hurst. Thought about a 3, and she'll bring it back. Brings it back to the top. And we'll start it all over again. 1:02 to go here in the first.
Well, they're keying on Hurst, so
yes,
she's got to be the horse.
Here's Emma Smith for 3, no good. And a rebound, and that's going to get Hurst, I think, over the back.
Well, that one was just too obvious not to call. They've let a few of those slide.
51 seconds to go. And already, Blackman going to the free throw line to shoot, as they're already have 5 fouls on Cleveland. And Maston's going to go to the line, which you like your chances. Looks at it, eyes it, puts it up there, good. Maston with 3, all from the free throw line. Corey coming in for Dunbar.
Give her a breather. We've got some size advantage, John, with Dunbar, if we can keep her not in foul trouble.
Second one is good. And Katie Stevens coming back in, and Maston going to take a breather for the next 51 seconds.
Well, John, I don't know that you could have drawn it up any better than what's happened so far. And Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard update, Wayne County 13, Eagleville 10 after the first quarter.
Go Eagles. Here's a drive, and the shot is up and in. And maybe I have her number. No, I do not. That's Tamaya. Oh, there I do, yes. She started the game, got back in. 2 points. 15-6. Blackman leads and with the ball. Moving the ball around briskly. They give it out now, top the key to Flowers. Flowers almost to the half-court line. Going to work for one. They've got 10 seconds left. Stevens like to get an open look. Flowers drives baseline, and I guarantee you she stepped on the line. That has been called more often than anything in the last 3 weeks. Hurst will have it with 3.4 seconds to go. It's going to take a monumental effort by Smith, who's going to go up, put it up, and it's no good, and that's the end of the first quarter of play. But it's a good one. Blackman leads it 15-6 here as we go to the second quarter of play.
At State Farm, when home and auto work together as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. Give me a call at 615-873-1700, and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto.
It's not just your home or car. I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams. We see your home and car, as the time and memories that you put into it. Give me a call at 615-459-2683 and let me help you give them the protection they deserve.
We're talking now with Heather here at Carpets by Osborne. What are some of the advantages that Carpets by Osborne has?
Being a family business and being locally owned and operated, we do free estimates. We have our own subcontractors that work for our business. We will come out, look at your floor covering. Throughout the whole process, you deal with an individual. You're not passed off to different contractors. We handle it from start to finish.
Carpets by Osborne on Northwest Broad, next to Tire World.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Our game tonight brought to you by Sir Pizza, J. Mullins Jewelry, Carpets by Osborne, Winners Trophies, Donut Country, Butch Vaughn for School Board, and Parks Auction.
Dobbins-Bennett girls get to the state tournament, beating Farragut tonight 54-47.
Here it's 15-6, Blackman. Cleveland with the ball. Hurst. Back out now. Brewer over to Copeland, who's back in. To Tanner. Tanner drives, and she's fouled by Moore. Or is that Herring? Yeah, it's Herring.
John, also in 4A, Sevier County has a 67-55 lead with 29 seconds, so they're going to beat 30-3 Bearden. They'll improve to 31-3 Sevier County.
And Copeland dribbles the ball, evidently. Maston slapped at it a little bit. And here's Smith driving, nowhere to go. Fakes it to Tanner, who takes the jumper. Good. It's a 3 for Tanner. She's got 5.
I have a feeling that they can shoot pretty good outside. It's just been good pressure by Blackman here.
Here's Maston. Doesn't take the pick, now she does. Flips it back to Moore. Moore drives, finds a little lane, and puts it up, no good. She gets her own rebound and lays it up off the glass. To Shanna Moore with her first field goal of the day.
A 10-5 advantage on the boards.
Tanner's long 3, no good, and sweeping the boards is Flowers. Second quarter, here's Flowers, drops back, now feeds Dunbar. Back out now to Herring. And Herring drives and stops and gives it to Flowers. Finds a little crease, missed the shot. Hurst with the rebound. Over to Brewer. Brewer drives, and she is smacked down by Ayanna Dunbar. And I'm telling you, smacked down. I just got a feeling there's going to be a lot of fouls in this game for some reason.
Well, it looks like it's definitely going to be that way.
Brewer's free throw is good. And it's 17-10. Cleveland inching a little closer. Second one, good. 2 points for Brewer. 17-11 now. The lead is 6 for Blackman.
Probably don't want to put them at the line.
Here's Maston. Oh, nice give and go. Now the shot up. And a foul before well, I think she did get the shot off. That's why it looked so bad. She didn't take a good shot, but I think they're not going to give it to her, though. No. Flowers is going to throw it in. Long lob to Dunbar. Back out to Moore. Moore to Flowers, down low. Dunbar spins, turns, spins again. Puts it up, no good. Rebound, Hurst. Hurst. Back out to Smith. To Brewer. Brewer drives, goes up, knocked out of bounds by Dunbar.
Boy, that one was a swat.
She followed her all the way. Coming back in is Izzy Smith. Over to Emma Smith. Here's the jumper from the corner by Hurst, no good. Rebound, Brewer. Brewer stops, now hands off. Down low, Hurst gets it. No foul, there was some contact.
Wow.
And going down on the floor is Flower or Herring. And here's Flowers. Dunbar over to Maston drives from the left block, no good. Rebound, Dunbar picked it up. Foul on Dunbar, her second. And immediately we see Chisholm coming into the game.
John
just going to go with a smaller, quicker lineup.
Sorry, John, just 1 of 5 for the Lady Blaze here in this second quarter.
We're keeping them around.
Yep, well, only scored 1 field goal, and they've won this quarter 5-2. Cleveland has.
I mean, they're not blowing anybody away, but
wow.
And the ball's going to go to Blackman.
Flowers knocked that out of bounds. John Smith had it, and she tipped it out of her hand and then knocked it off of Smith. That was great play.
You know, I didn't see it that way, but I'm blind. It was so quick. It happened so fast. Flowers, jumper no good. I'm glad you were looking. Here's Brewer. Over to Hurst. I mean, it happened so fast, I couldn't believe it. Here's Emma Smith with the ball. Takes a couple of dribbles. 4:43 to go in the half. To Hurst, down low to Brewer. Brewer to Tanner. Tanner drives, goes up with the left hand, missed the shot. Rebound, Herring. Bounce past Maston. Let's go Blaze. Here's a drive by Flowers, ball's loose, and it's a jump ball, and I think it's going to be Blackman's possession. And it is.
It's almost like she lost control of the ball and then went between the Cleveland player's leg.
Tanner coming out, Patterson coming in for her. If you've not faced the Lady Blaze, it's got to be a little bit of a shock how fast they are. Here's a lob to Maston. Maston working, gets by Copeland, or Izzy Smith that is, and throws a jumper and banks it off the glass.
That's called breaking ankles right there. That crossover dribble.
Izzy Smith gives it now over to Hurst.
Wayne County leads by 6 with 3:30 left in the half, 17-11, John.
Here's a long jumper by Brewer. It won't fall. They've not shot from outside very well. And knocked out of bounds, going to belong to Cleveland. Copeland coming back in, and Emma Smith will take a seat. They have 2 threes. Here's Copeland. 3:53 to go here in the first half. Copeland working on Flowers, who's all over her. To Hurst. Top of the key to Copeland. They're not giving them time to take a very good shot. Smith gives it to Hurst. Hurst drives, ball stripped around. This is going to be a jump ball, and it's going to belong to Cleveland, I think. Yes. They have totally taken Cleveland out of their offense.
They look very uncomfortable doing anything.
And I know Hurst is more than a 1-point scorer. Here's Copeland. Back to Smith. Smith drives in the lane, goes up strong, puts it up, no good. Rebound, Copeland had it and will retrieve it. Oh, bad pass, but recovered by Brewer.
They've done a better job on the boards this quarter for sure.
Here's Smith. This is Izzy Smith. 3:05 to play in the half. Hurst down low, spinning, turning, and moving, and the shot's good by Brewer, and she's fouled. That was a nice move by Brewer.
Emma Smith is out of the game now. She had to go to the Blackman trainer. I'm not sure what's going on with her, but she's getting attention there.
Free throw is missed. Rebound. Moore. And it's stolen away by Hurst. Brewer drives, and now a foul going to be on Chisholm. Well, the last 2 minutes, they're doing a better job of getting to the ball than we are right now.
Well, Jennifer Grandstaff's message to her team right now is slow down.
Here's Brewer, another attempt at the line. It's good. Brewer with 5 points on the night.
They're 4 of 6 from the free throw line, so this is not a good idea to put them there.
And Brewer hits another. She's got 6. 19-15, the closest Cleveland's been in this ball game. It's a 4-point lead. It looks like Emma Smith is getting ready to check back in, whatever the problem was. Maston to Chisholm to Flowers.
It's a hand issue of some type.
To Herring, now back out to Moore. Almost stolen away by Copeland, or Izzy Smith, excuse me. And they leave Herring open from the foul line. No good. Knocked out of bounds. Going to belong to Cleveland. And they're starting to get into this game a little bit.
Bianca Hensley is a big cheerleader on that sideline, and her energy has been up this whole game.
Emma Smith back in, and Copeland comes out. And here comes Cleveland. Izzy Smith with the basketball. Bounce pass, stolen away. And now Flowers couldn't retrieve it because he was out of bounds, but it's a tough break. Brewer goes up, bounces it off, no good. The rim and out of bounds, going to belong to the Raiders.
Well, Chisholm got a nice little shove in the back right at the time she was going to grab that ball, too.
Okori coming in, and Chisholm going to come out, and Coach Grandstaff realizing might need a few more boards here. 2:02 to play in the first half. Cleveland will give them credit. They survived that 9-1 run, didn't they?
They did, and this has not been a particularly good quarter for Blackman. They had a great first quarter, but second quarter is not so good.
There's a drive, shot missed by Emma Smith, but it's all Flowers.
We just can't buy a rebound here either.
And Hurst will throw it in. And they find Copeland. Over to Emma Smith, back to Hurst in the corner. Well, Flowers or Moore is just not denying her, the ball, basically. Here's a drive. Emma Smith gets pushed a little. Brewer's wide open on the trailer, missed the shot, gets a rebound. Now there's a tug of war for it, and it's a jump ball. Give it to Blackman.
Uh-oh.
And now,
shut up.
A little fisticuffs going on a little bit. I don't know who this is on. It's on Blackman. It's Herring. A little temper flare.
And John, we had the jump ball.
Yeah.
And now what happens? The possession arrow goes the other way because Blackman won the tip. The foul happened after that. The technical foul happened after that. So now they get free throws and they get the ball back.
They've got Hurst shooting here, but and she's got the Boo Birds on her. Free throw is up, no good. This is her second one. It's up. It's good. Hurst with 2 points, and they'll have the ball here. It's 19-16 now. 1:25 to play in the half. It's basically been a game of two different quarters.
Sure
entirely.
has.
Brewer to throw it in. I actually thought it was on Brewer, but evidently Herring was in there. I didn't see her.
She had a little something to say.
Yeah. Hurst, high post, gives it to Emma Smith. Now they lob it down to Hurst. Gets a lane, and she's going to lay it up and good. That's what you don't want to happen.
Well, that's what they do want to happen.
Yes.
I can guarantee it.
That's what they do want to happen.
Yeah. Man.
Here's Flowers to Stevens.
Need a bucket.
Under 1 minute to play in the half. Flowers stops, turns, doesn't take the shot, gives it to Masson from way outside. No good. Rebound. Okori had it, but coming down with it is Cleveland. Chance for them to take the lead. The drive by Brewer knocked out of bounds. Oh, no, they call a foul on Stevens. And you know what? She didn't have a prayer. She was about to lose that ball anyway.
Bad foul right there. Bad call, I think. Because Stevens was
unnecessary call.
Stevens was moving away from her to avoid the contact because she knew the ball was going out of bounds.
Free throw is no good. Well,
that's karma for you.
They're not exactly burning it on fire at the free throw line. Brewer's second one is good. She has 7 points, and we are tied at 19, folks. Hard to believe after that opening.
Need a good quarter here.
39 seconds left.
A good shot here to end the quarter.
Stevens to Moore. Now to Corey. Over to Flowers. 25 seconds left. We're tied at 19. Maston. Moore. They give it to Flowers. They're going to start working the magic here. Asks for a screen from McCory. Now she drives, does find an opening. Shot won't go. Rebound, Cleveland with 3 seconds. Will they get a shot off? I don't think so. And that's it. We're at halftime, folks. 19-19, Blackman and Cleveland. And now the Cleveland fans are going nuts. We'll be back. Brian will have all the stats for you as we continue here on State Farm Prep Basketball.
Hi, this is Wade Hayes of Toots Restaurants. My personal favorite menu item is our Danish baby back ribs. They're fall off the bone tender, very lean, got a delicious homemade sauce we put on it, and there's nobody serving ribs like these anywhere in Middle Tennessee.
Toots, good food and fun since 1985.
At Toots Restaurants, our quality has not changed.
Our portions have not changed.
Our products have not changed.
Good food and fun.
For more than 36 years, Wilson Bank & Trust has been proud to serve communities all across Tennessee. As an independent local bank, we provide banking products competitive with large banks, but delivered with personalized local service. Wilson Bank & Trust has been community-focused since 1987 and looks forward to many more. Discover the power of local community banking that truly makes a difference. Give us a call or come on by any of our local 30 locations or visit wilsonbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC.
Quick, convenient, efficient. 3 words that we all hope to experience when we do business. Our goal at JHA Company is to bring just that to an industry that's traditionally dictated to the customer when it's time to do business. Whether you're purchasing class pictures in a yearbook, class jewelry, a letter jacket, school spirit wear, or senior graduation products, we strive to make the experience quick, convenient, and efficient. Find out more at jhacompany.com. JHA, your one source for an unparalleled scholastic experience.
Dr. Automotive is the cure for your car. Brothers Danny and Randy Brewer have been providing Rutherford County with ASE certified auto repair for nearly 20 years. You'll receive courteous and friendly customer service every time. Why? Because we grew up here and you are our neighbors. Foreign and domestic auto repair and maintenance on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna, just off I-24. SmyrnaAutorepair.com, 615-220-0971. Just ask for Danny.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Basketball.
We're back here on News Radio, WGNS, and got some halftime stats for you. First, let me update your Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. The only other game that's going on right now that we have a very keen interest in is Eagleville and Wayne County. And at halftime, down in Wayne County, Eagleville trails by just 2, 22-20. At halftime, Wayne County on top. Here, it's 19-19 at halftime. Bradley Central defeated the Oakland Lady Patriots 67-23 today to move on to the state tournament at Murphy Center. John said that it was a tale of 2 quarters. Blackman won the first quarter 15-6. Cleveland won the second quarter 13-4. That's why we're deadlocked at 19 right now. 13 rebounds for Blackman, 12 for Cleveland, but Blackman had 9 of those rebounds in the first quarter. Let's see, field goal shooting, 5 of 19, 26%, 2 threes for Cleveland. Thankfully, they're only shooting 26%. Blackman shooting just 30%. 7 of 23 with 1 first bank 3. They shot 20% in the second quarter. From the foul line, Blackman is 4 of 5 for 80% and 7 of 11 for 64% for Cleveland. Turnovers, 5 for Cleveland, 3 for Blackman. But Blackman had 2 in the second quarter. Cleveland only had 1, so 4 of their 5 came in the first quarter. So, as we said, tale of 2 quarters. When we come back, we've got your shooting, and we'll take a look at what we know in the 4A bracket, at least, for girls. We have some winners. The bracket is set with whoever wins the varying games. Kind of know who they're going to be matched up against on Wednesday. So we'll talk about that when we come back. At halftime, 19-19, Blackman and Cleveland on State Farm Prep Sports.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Rayburn Insurance in Smyrna.
Come see me, Rick Hall, at Rayburn Insurance in downtown Smyrna today.
Online at rayburn.net.
What makes Murfreesboro so vibrant? Is it regular coffee dates on Main Street? Checking in on neighbors to be sure everyone's safe? Or cheering on your favorite team? At Murfreesboro Medical Clinic, we believe it's all of these and more. The hometown medical group that genuinely cares. We deliver quality primary and specialty medical care in our community. And as the official medical group of the MTSU Athletics, we keep students and staff healthy too. Learn more at mmclinic.com or call 615-893-4480 today.
It's a critical time in education, and we need experience on the Rutherford County School Board. That's why we need to elect Butch Vaughn to the school board in Zone 6. He brings experience as a public educator from his years in the classroom and as a coach to being principal at Central and Blackman Middle and Oakland High Schools. Butch Vaughn has also been in private education as the former headmaster at PCA. Experience counts, especially now. That's why we need Butch Vaughn on the Rutherford County School Board. Paid for by Butch Vaughn for School Board. Pryor Manning, Treasurer.
Craig's Tax Service.
We perform tax preparation, individual tax returns, corporations, partnerships, and all your payroll bookkeeping needs.
Brandon Craig with Craig's Tax Service.
We fulfill all your tax preparation needs from individual returns to corporations and handle any of those scary letters you may get from the IRS.
Craig's Tax Service at 142 Heritage Park Drive. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
We're proud to support all Rutherford County athletes.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
All right, here we go with your scoring. 6 points for Lyric Maston and for Caitlin Flowers. 2 points apiece for Yana Dunbar and Tashana Moore. And a first bank 3 for Katie Stevens. That's your Blackman scoring. For the Cleveland Lady Raiders, 7 points for Kaylee Brewer. Lauren Hurst with 4 points. 5 points for Tamaya Tanner. A 3 for Emma Smith. So that's your Cleveland Lady Raiders scoring, and those are your stats from Fans Heating and Air Winners Trophies and JHA Company. Very late in the game, PCA boys leading FACS 31-19. It looks like PCA is going to be state champion here in just a few minutes. Also at the half, Wayne County 22, Eagleville 20, 19-19 here at the half. Coffee County is leading Hendersonville in girls, 33-19, Lincoln County 23, Beach 16. Just a few of the scores in progress that are going on around 4A. By the time the night is over, we should be able to give you a look, at least a partial look at some of the matchups in the girls state tournament for Class 4A. And if I get enough time, we'll do that for Class Single A as well. And we're hoping the Lady Eagles are on their way toward that too. All right. Hang in there with us. We're going to come back. Need a big second half from the Lady Blaze. It's all tied up, 19-19 with Cleveland.
Shop your favorites at Dillard's, J.C. Penney, Rue 21, Hot Topic, and more. Grab a bite at Crab Fever, Sam's Sports Grill, Olive Garden, or Miller's Ale House. With more than 60 retailers, you're sure to find something that you'll love at Stones River Town Center. Find them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for style tips, upcoming events, and sales information. Stones River Town Center, off Old Fort Parkway in Murfreesboro. Shopping centered on you. Online at shopstonesriver.com.
Mills Family Pharmacy has served Murfreesboro and surrounding communities for nearly 2 decades, and we do more than just filling prescriptions. If you have questions about medications, we can help.
If a particular medicine needs to be compounded, can you do that?
Absolutely. Compounding gives pharmacists like Chad Mills or Craig Buckner the ability to produce a unique dosage, preservative-free and sugar-free if needed.
This is Chad Mills with Mills Family Pharmacy. We're located next to Toots South on South Church Street in Murfreesboro.
Visit millsfamilypharmacy.com.
You know, everyone has a more. First, it's a pony. Then to be on the cheer squad. Your more grows up just like you do. But your more can still carry you away or make you cheer. At First Bank, banking local gets you more. More of our time, more access to local bankers, more flexibility, and more product choices. Because getting more empowered and confident helps you pursue your more. That never grows old. First Bank. Bank local, get more. Member FDIC.
You've seen the ads out there, companies wanting to buy your home. But why sell yourself short when you can get fair market value? I'm Lisa Patton. If you have an estate to settle or a home to sell, call Parks Auction. We'll work with you to sell your home or property in any condition with no costly repairs on your timeline. Why accept one offer when you can have multiple? You need Parks Auction. We look out for your best interest. Call Parks Auction today. We handle everything.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Wama, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
All right, ready for the second half, and South Fulton leads University High in Memphis 37-20. That would be a possible opponent for Eagleville in the first round of the state tournament if they could get past Wayne County. John, we got our hands full here with Cleveland.
Yeah, we're tied 19 here as we start. The starting lineups here, it's Moore, Dunbar, Maston, Flowers, and Stevens. It's Brewer, Hurst, Emma Smith, Rodriguez has a give down low to Dunbar, and she goes up, misses the shot. Rebound, no good. Flowers gets it again and puts it back up and in. Big rebound there.
Two of them, really. And
I missed a player, let me see, Tanner for starting lineups. Flowers has 8. There's a long jumper, no good by Cleveland. Rebound, Maston. Maston. And the shot's up and good. Well, I think Coach Grandstaff maybe has said a few things.
Little pep talk.
Yeah. They come out blazing here, 23-19.
I see what you did there.
Here's Smith. Shot up, no good, but a foul. Here's the problem I'm worried about.
Foul's trouble.
I mean, it's... And when she came out in the first half, it kind of gave a problem.
Well, that's 3 on Dunbar, isn't it?
Yep. Emma Smith with a free throw that's good. It's keeping them in the game, really. She'll get another one. It's up, and it is good. 5 points for her. And it's 23-21. Blackman. Flowers walks it across the timeline. And they're setting Maston up down low against Rodriguez. Flowers, now back to Maston. Notice over to Stevens. Stevens, long lob to Dunbar over her head.
There's no way she was going to get to that.
She was open. Too much of a line drive, I think. And Blackman's going to put on pressure, and it's Rodriguez to throw the ball in. Rodriguez saw very few minutes in that first half. I think it's because of fouls. But I have not been able to hear Mike Weeks down there enough to know. Hurst breaks the press. Rodriguez almost walked. Here's Smith, long 3. Good! Wow.
We do not want to see them heat up from the outside, John.
8 points, and they're going to get open looks if Blackman presses and they beat the press. They will get some open looks.
Take their first lead in the game.
24-23, 6:19 to play in the third quarter. Stevens back out to Moore. Over to Flowers. Flowers, floater in the lane, good. Regains the lead back.
Well, shooting much better here in this quarter, John. 3 of 5 so far here in 2 minutes.
That was a brief lead by Cleveland. Hurst in the corner to Brewer, who's going to drive. She's not scared. Gives it over to Smith. Smith back out to Rodriguez. Rodriguez drives and puts it off the right block. No good. Rebound. Maston comes out of nowhere to get it. Brings it across the timeline. Blackman with a 1-point lead. Here's Maston. Rodriguez all over her.
Man, there's a lot of contact.
Here's Flowers. Drives, gets double teamed. No foul, really?
Good grief, man.
Hurst to Brewer. Brewer drives with a left hand layup. It's good. She's fouled. No, they get it on this end. Brewer with 9. And she's been a real thorn, and she's a scrappy little player.
Well, Flowers was fouled by one of two or both players right there on the left block. I mean, you could hear the smack from up here.
Herring comes in, and Stevens goes out. Brewer misses the free throw. Lost a little concentration there. They lead by 1. 5:15 to go in the third. Here's Flowers. Pushes her way in. Now misses the shot. Over to Hurst. They've got some numbers. Hurst drives. Oh, great move by her. Missed the layup. Rebound. Herring gives it over to Flowers. 26-25 Cleveland. This isn't, after seeing the first 2 minutes of this game, I thought this would never be the kind of game it is.
Me either.
Oh, wow. And here's a foul on Brewer.
Well, that's the third time Lyric was fouled on that drive.
Boy, I think they just called a technical up here on you, Brian.
That's got to be frustrating as a player.
Masson going to go to the free throw line. You can check out WGNSSports.com for the latest prep and MTSU sports news, schedules, podcasts, and more. That's WGNSSports.com. Missed the first of the 2 free throws. 44-45 to go here in the third quarter. Now, we were down here, was it a regional or when Ayanna Moore was?
It was.
We got beat here, didn't we?
Sub-state.
Yeah,
sectional game, yeah.
Here's Rodriguez. Oh, nice spin move. She drives, dishes it off in the corner. Here's a shot by Smith, way off. That's Izzy Smith. Maston going to take it all the way down and hit the layup. And Blackman calls a timeout with a 27-26 lead. We'll take 1 too. Be right back.
You've heard people say, you know your work by your name, but there's no better name for residential and business concrete work than Dan France Concrete. From basic slabs to decorative stamping, for your next concrete project, call Dan France Concrete, 615-642-5152.
This is Dan with Dan France Concrete, wishing all Rutherford County student athletes a great season. Study hard, play harder, and be safe.
Trust me, Dan is committed to the community and will offer you a great product. He'll stand behind his work and make sure you're satisfied with every aspect of the work. Dan France Concrete.
Head over to J. Mullins Jewelry to check out their selection of rings, watches, custom design jewelry, and much more. They're a local business located at 352 West Northville Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro. They have gifts for all occasions, weddings, graduations, anniversaries, whatever you need, you can find it at J. Mullins Jewelry. That's at 352 West Northville Boulevard or online at mullinsjewelry.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
4:20 to play in the third quarter. Masson just hit a layup to give the Blackman Blaze a 27-26 lead here in the third quarter.
Wayne County leads 30-24 and 3:30 left in the third quarter on your Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard.
Try to lob it down to Hurst, and it's intercepted. Turnover Cleveland. Here's Maston, right side. Dribbles with the left hand, now switches back to the right. And Flowers hands it over to Moore, to Herring. Over to Flowers. Lobs it to Dunbar. Dunbar drives in, stops, puts it up off the glass, no good. We can't get those little ones to fall. Out of bounds, going to belong to Cleveland. We have missed so many right there. Copeland coming in for Cleveland. And Brewer going to take a break. Over to Emma Smith, back to Copeland. Rodriguez is out. Also, Patterson comes in. I'll make that Copeland. Here is Emma Smith and gives it over to Hurst in the right side. Back out to Copeland. Copeland drives. Hands off. And was there a walk? No, a turnaround jumper by Patterson, who just checked in. Wow, I didn't think she had a chance for that shot. 28-27, Cleveland.
I don't see how she kept her pivot foot.
Well, I'm not sure that she did. Here's Moore, drives, got a nice move. Can't get it to fall. Down with a rebound, Herring. Flips it back out. Flowers from the corner, no good. Rebound, out of bounds, going to belong to the Raiders. This is a frustrating game.
It is.
I mean, it really is. 1 point lead for the Lady Raiders.
You just need to get some of the, I mean, they're right here in the paint.
And a whistle and a foul is called on Maston. Third foul on Maston. I think that's what he said. I believe that would be right.
That is correct. It's on the board real briefly.
Here's Patterson. Has it. Right side to Emma Smith.
They haven't had the ball and the lead very much.
Back to Copeland. I can see them getting real patient, too. Hurst. Back out to Patterson. Right side it goes to Smith. They try to get it to Hurst again. Saved, and a great save by Herring.
7 turnovers for the Lady Raiders.
Into the hands of Maston now. 2:11 to play in the third. Blackman trails by 1. There's some great defense played there. They're going to call a foul, and it's on Flowers for pushing off. 2 on her.
We need to get some better juju going here.
I noticed that the defense was really good, but I didn't see that. 2:03 to play in the third. Jennifer Grandstaff wants to know who it was on, and I think she's thinking it. We're just sitting here waiting for the official. She's not happy with whatever he told her. Now he's going back to the scorer's desk. Our game tonight is brought to you by Toots Good Food and Fun, Bud's Tire, Wilson Bank and Trust, and Rayburn Insurance Agency over in Smyrna. And now I think we've got it cleared up, whatever it was.
38-26 Wayne County after 3 quarters of play. Need a good fourth quarter there, Lady Eagles.
Hurst. Looks like we've gotten a little dry spell in the third. Here's Hurst. Dunbar blocks her way to the basket. Back over in the corner to Hurst. And Patterson takes a jumper that's short. Rebound, Blackman. Well, Cleveland's helping us all we can. We've got to get a basket.
Haven't taken advantage of it, though, have we?
Maston to Herring. Jumper in the lane, no good. Rebound, tipped up. Coming away with it is Izzy Smith. She's got 2 freshmen in there right now. Bianca Hensley, Copeland, 119. They're going to play for 1 maybe. To Hurst. Oh, she's found a lane. Puts it over Dunbar. Good. Ayana couldn't get there in time, and she put it up high off the glass. And it's 30-27 Cleveland.
They haven't led by more than 1, have they?
No, this is their biggest lead.
Yeah.
Oh, nice move. Flowers turns, spins, jumper, will not go. Rebound, Patterson, who's done a good job on the boards for the Raiders.
Missed 5 in a row.
Here's Copeland. She likes to drive. She's going to go up again. Off the glass, no good. Knocked around, spinning around, and coming away with it, unbelievably, is Flowers after 3 fouls. Finally going to get Copeland.
Holy mackerel.
That was not a wise shot there by Cleveland. And Flowers, although I think Copeland got the worst end of that deal. So it's Blackman's ball, backcourt. And Brewer coming back in, which I really wasn't glad to see that. And Emma Smith going to take a break. She's resting her starters. I think Hurst is the only one that hasn't come out for Bianca Hensley. Coach Grandstaff barks out the signals. Maston They're looking for that last shot. Maston, one-on-one against Copeland. Now they give it out front to Herring. Herring has it. Now right side to Moore. 19 seconds. They want to get it in the hands, I would think, of Flowers or Maston. And a reach-in foul on Hurst.
Well, they're going to put him at the line now. No, that's only 4 this quarter, I think.
Second foul on Hurst. 13.5 seconds to go. Still plenty of time to get a shot off here. Lob out to Moore with 11 seconds. Over to Flowers. Flowers gets by Izzy Smith. Now finds Dunbar, top of the key, foul line, shot short. Rebound Hurst. And that's the end of the third quarter with a score, Cleveland 30. The Blackman Blaze 27 here on State Farm Prep Basketball.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wommel. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto.
So what if your roommate decides to microwave a metal mixing bowl and sets your apartment on fire? I'm State Farm agent Bud Morris. Auto, renters, frankly, any kind of insurance. I've got your back. Call me at 615-893-1417.
Hi, I'm Rick Thornton, Senior Vice President and Commercial Banker at First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. If you have commercial and business financial needs, let me put my extensive experience to work for you, and you'll see why First National Bank of Middle Tennessee is a place for hometown banking. We have branches at 1708 Gateway Boulevard and 3427 Memorial Boulevard, and always online at fmbmt.com.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC, NMLS 401715.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Game tonight brought to you by Sir Pizza, sponsor of our Game and Coaches Show podcast. Find them at WGNSSports.com or wherever you listen to audio at Sir Pizza on East Main, South Church, and Memorial. Great show today. Had baseball and basketball on today. We start the fourth quarter, a big one for Blackman. They trail by 3. They lob it to Hurst at the high post. Hurst takes a dribble, now gives it back out. Brewer, short, the jumper short, rebound, Cleveland, make that Blackman. And Maston comes away with it. Another chance for the Blaze. Rodriguez is back in. Maston working on her. Drives, puts it up off the block, no good. Rebound, Hurst. He's done a good job on the board for Cleveland. She hasn't scored a lot tonight, but she's been felt. Here's a bouncer out to Emma Smith. Hurst sets a pick. Now they lob it down to Hurst. She's double teamed. They give it to Brewer and lost it. Coming away with it is Moore. We've played a minute. A 3-point lead, Cleveland.
4 of 14, John, in the third quarter, and Blackman hit back-to-back-to-back buckets, and then only one for the rest of the quarter, and those 3 were early.
They lob it down to Dunbar, double team, the shot no good, gets her on rebound, too far under, and Cleveland gave her a break there.
Well, I'm not so sure that she didn't have people hanging all over when she shot the first one.
Well, she was underneath is what I'm saying.
On the second
yeah. Rebound, but yeah, you're right about the first one.
We need these.
Good free throw shooter, Dunbar. Well, why don't I just shut up? Dunbar's going to take another one. 30-27, 6:51 to play. It's up, it's good. Dunbar with 5. And here comes Cleveland. The Raiders lead it by 2. And now Bianca Hensley wants a timeout here with 6:45 to play here in the ball game and a 30-28 lead. We'll take a 1-minute timeout and be right back.
What makes Murfreesboro so vibrant? Is it regular coffee dates on Main Street? Checking in on neighbors to be sure everyone's safe? Or cheering on your favorite team? At Murfreesboro Medical Clinic, we believe it's all of these and more. The hometown medical group that genuinely cares. We deliver quality primary and specialty medical care in our community. And as the official medical group of the MTSU Athletics, we keep students and staff healthy too. Learn more at mmclinic.com or call 615-893-4480 today.
Hello friends, Lenny Farmer with Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home. More than I can count, we have taken care of families who were totally caught off guard with the passing of a loved one. There are so many details to tie up, it really can be overwhelming. Again, more than I can count are the comments from families who have pre-planned and pre-funded their or their loved one's funeral, saying, "It would have been a financial hardship had we not." Let me help you pre-plan. Call me at 615-893-2422.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Rodriguez to throw it in for Cleveland. 2-point lead. First gives it back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez penetrates, now gives it back out to Brewer, right side to Emma Smith. Back to Rodriguez.
44-26 Wayne County now with 5:43 to play in the fourth. Kind of getting away, it looks like.
Tanner dribbles right side to Emma Smith. Smith drives, puts it up, no good. Gets her own rebound, I don't know how. And the loose ball is going to go out of bounds to the Raiders. Wow.
Did she not touch that last?
No.
I guess not.
I wish she had, but she
Yeah.
didn't. Rodriguez throws it in to Hurst. Bounce pass. Back to Hurst. To Rodriguez. Drives. Stops. Gives it over to Emma Smith, who drives. Puts it up off the glass. It rolls off the rim. No good, but she gets her own rebound. Now back to Rodriguez. We'll start it over again. Over to Hurst. Bounce pass in the lane, intercepted. That's a good play there. Here comes Flowers. He's got numbers. Here's Maston. The layup is good. Needed that. Good pass by Flowers. We're tied at 30. Bounce pass. Tanner's got it. Tanner drives, and it's intercepted. Didn't even look. Flowers got numbers again. She's going to take it herself. Spins in the lane. The shot is up. No good. Rebound Hurst.
Oh, throw an elbow, why don't you?
Hurst gets away out of that. The pass down low to Brewer. Layup good. .457 to play.
I guess you got to bring blood to get a foul.
32-30. To Dunbar. They spin it to Moore, who's posted up down low.
Oh.
Shots missed. Hurst knocks it off of Dunbar, and it's going to go to Cleveland.
Boy, Moore's shot just bounced it there on the rim. I thought it was going to go.
Patterson comes in along with Copeland. And it's their ball. In the corner's Brewer. There's a shot miss. There's a fight for the rebound. And they're going to call a jump ball. One official was fixing to call a foul, I think. But we get the ball. That's all that matters. 4:28 to play. Blackman got to come up with another tying score or a three-pointer. 4:22 to play. Maston over to Herring. Back to Flowers, left side to Maston. Over to Moore, now to Flowers.
Well, they're just living in the paint right now.
Oh, they are, yes. There's Dunbar, high post. Over to Flowers, he drives, puts it up, it will fall.
Wow.
12 for Flowers.
That bounced 3 times before it went in.
Over to Emma Smith, to Hurst. We're tied up at 32. Hurst drives, puts it up, and offensive foul. Hurst has 3 fouls also. And we are tied at 32, and we have the ball. I don't know what that means.
She's got 4 fouls.
Oh, okay. What is that? Wiggling fingers.
Well, I saw Coach Hensley do that, and then they put it on the board.
I don't know how I missed it because she was, oh, well. I can't hear.
No, that's.
Here's a jumper by Herring. It's good! Wowee. First bank 3. Oh, I put it on the wrong one, but I don't care. But here's Herring. She's got another big basket by her.
First lead in a while. Now let's get the ball back.
35-32. The 3-point lead.
Listen to this crowd.
Over to Copeland, long jumper. Good. Swish by Hurst. Well, I'm going to take it outside on you, I guess. That's the first time I've seen her shoot from outside. We're tied at 35. 2:41. So, Brian, you have a sedative you can take or anything? Or
no.
It's going to be a wild ride, I think.
I know.
Flowers, behind the back dribble, puts it up, goes in and out. Rebound, the Raiders. Here's Emma Smith. Over to Brewer in the corner. Now, this part of the game, you really get nervous. Over to Hurst. Hurst drives. Playing with 4 fouls. Patterson drives, cut off, looking for help, and finds Smith out there. Emma back out to Copeland. Under 2 minutes to play. Patterson to Hurst. Hurst flips it back out to Emma Smith. Finds a little opening. Shot will not go. Rebound Patterson. It falls, and she's fouled. Oh, my. Oh, wow. Worst case scenario for the Blaze just happened. Patterson scores, and she's going to the free throw line. We need her to miss this one. Izzy Smith is coming into the game for Brewer. 37-35. A trip to the state tournament on the line. Patterson's free throw is up, and it is good. 5 for her off the bench. 38-35. Blackman with the ball. No need to panic. Here's Flowers. She just scoots by everybody, but they call a foul on the floor.
Come on, man. Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard update. Wayne County 46, Eagleville 34. That's 2:40 to play in the 4th.
Hurst coming out. I don't know if that was her 5th one or not. Rodriguez.
Called that one on 20.
Yeah, I think she just came out for a break here to play defense. 1:37 to play. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be right back.
This is Amanda at Animal City. Come shop with my family here at 919 Northwest Broad Street in Murfreesboro. Did you know that dogs have a unique nose print, much like our fingerprint? Here at Animal City, you can find your pet a present as unique as they are. Whether your dog is a power chewer, a gentle senior, an infamous squeaker killer, or a 2-pound lap princess, we have the right toy for your baby here at Animal City. Come see us at Animal City, 919 Northwest Broad Street in Murfreesboro.
Hey, I'm Jack Hayes, here with my dad Nick and my granddad Pops.
Don't feel like cooking dinner tonight? Download Uber Eats and search for Toots. Check out Toots on Uber Eats today. You can order our full menu. Just download the Uber Eats app and search for the Toots nearest you to have it delivered fast and fresh to your door.
At Toots Restaurants, our quality has not changed.
Our portions have not changed.
Our products have not changed.
Good food and fun.
Blackman with the ball. They trail by 3. Here's Moore. Gives it over to Flowers. Flowers drives, dishes it down low to Dunbar. It goes off of her, but retrieved by Moore. That was scary.
Should have just taken it on in there.
Here's Herring. Back out to Maston. Maston gets a pick. Stops. I wouldn't mind somebody popping a 3. There's Herring. She's got it now. 1:11 to play. Over to Flowers. Flowers drives, now pivots back out. Left open, now they give it back out to Moore. And a timeout, Jennifer Grandstaff here. I don't think she liked what was going on with the offense in this close of a ball game. We'll take a timeout. Be right back. 1 minute.
Here at Bud's Tire, we make buying Michelin tires simpler. I'm Allison Mitchell with Bud's Tire Pros. We offer a straightforward approach to service, including nationwide warranties with every purchase. Stop in today to see our full lineup of Michelin and BF Goodrich tires. For whatever you drive, Michelin and BF Goodrich have a tire to fit any need. Bud's Tire Pros, hassle-free, guaranteed. We're located on East Main Street, exactly 3 miles from the town square, 1 mile past Rutherford Boulevard. Visit us online at budstirepros.tn.com.
When Rutherford Countyans think of insurance professionals, they think Rayburn Insurance Agency at 200 South Lowry in Smyrna, meeting the needs of thousands of customers since 1973. You can trust Rayburn Insurance with all your needs, a place where customer service really matters. It's personal with Rayburn Insurance, as fans of local sports, as friends, and as insurance professionals. Check them out at rayburn.net or call 615-459-4145. Rayburn Insurance, for business, auto, home, and life insurance.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Basketball.
Well, here we go. 1 minute, 1 second to go. Blackman trails 38-35. They have the ball.
Really need a bucket here, John.
Here's Maston over to Herring. To Maston, who's going to take the long jumper. No good. Rebound, Hurst. Again, she gets that rebound. Well, she's so fast.
They're going to hold the ball.
Yes, they are. 43 seconds to play. And a timeout by Bianca Hensley. And we will take 1-2 and be right back. 38-35, it's Cleveland.
For more than 36 years, Wilson Bank & Trust has been proud to serve communities all across Tennessee. As an independent local bank, we provide banking products competitive with large banks, but delivered with personalized local service. Wilson Bank & Trust has been community-focused since 1987 and looks forward to many more. Discover the power of local community banking that truly makes a difference. Give us a call or come on by any of our local 30 locations or visit wilsonbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Brought to you by Animal City, Music World and Drummers Den, Stones River Town Center, and Mills Family Pharmacy. Here's 38-35. Brian can update you on our Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard.
Well, right now, Wayne County leads Eagleville 46-34. And that's about 2:40 left in the fourth quarter. It's getting close to the end there. And Bradley Central 67, Oakland 23 in an earlier game today.
All right, here we go. Blackman's got to get the ball back. They give it to Hurst. Hurst flips it over to Copeland. Copeland double teamed, in trouble. And a timeout, which, Brian, I know what you're going to say here. I hate this rule.
I do.
I do too. It's a 30-second timeout. Gives us an opportunity to talk about our friends at Parks Auction. I know you're a little nervous, so calm down and do this right now.
Well, I know the guys that can take the stress out of the real estate problem for you, and that's Parks Auction. Residential, commercial, farms, land. Bob Bugg and Stan Vaughn handle it all. So put their years of experience to work for you. Parks Auction, they'll handle everything. Online at parksauction.com. Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard update, 50-41 with less than a minute to play. Wayne County over Eagleville. And with 3:20 to go, Providence Christian trails FACS 55-53 in the state championship game, Division II Single A.
Here we go, 32 seconds to go. They find Hurst. She's got it. Boy, she was pushed a little, and Rodriguez is now the one fouled, which I think is smart on Blackman's part.
Well, the problem here is, John,
yes,
they're going to do this 3 more times before it ever puts them at the free throw line. I don't know how we're going to get the ball back unless we
How many times have we seen that this year?
A bunch.
You know, where you maybe too much. But there's a push and a shove, and
oh yeah, you want the.
I think Hurst was saying, "Hey, wasn't that intentional?" I don't know.
Well, coaching staff did too.
It was close.
You know what they're trying to do at this point in the game.
Yeah. Here's a bouncer to Hurst, double team, and now a whistle and a foul.
Oh, so you get to sling your elbows in this game too. That's nice to know.
So that is the team foul number 4. That took about 6 seconds off the clock. They get it to Hurst. Hurst and Moore reaches in, and now that will be foul number 5.
Well, that's
and
not
really,
who you wanted there.
It's going to come down to free throws here for Cleveland. And if you're Blackman, you're hoping they miss, and they need to miss both of them. First free throw, didn't even think about it, did she? No, put it in.
Well, that's who Coach Hensley said get it in her hands when Blackman has committed their 4th foul.
Blackman's done a great job of keeping it in from her getting the ball inside, but she's doing so many other things. Second one, no good. Rebound, Blackman. Here we go, 19 seconds. And I think a good call by Jennifer Grandstaff to call a timeout here with 15 seconds left to play. It's 39-35. Blackman trails Cleveland here on State Farm Prep Basketball.
If your job situation is changing because of layoffs or restructuring, you may have to make several decisions. One important decision may be what to do with your retirement plan. Make sure your retirement stays on track. I'm Lee Colvin, your Edward Jones financial advisor, and I'd like to help. Stop by our office in the Public Shopping Center on South Rutherford Boulevard or give us a call at 615-907-7056 for a face-to-face appointment. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Wama, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
15.5 seconds remaining on the clock, and Cleveland ahead of Blackman by 4 points. Let's see what the Blaze offense does here. They're going to have to come up with a quick basket. And they give it to Maston. Rodriguez guards her, gets a pick. She throws up a long 3. It's good! 8 seconds, clock ticking, and a timeout. We're going to keep this baby right here. Maston from about 27 feet banked one off the glass. I knew she had it all the time. Now, you've got a good opportunity here. You may try to make a steal initially, but if you don't, you got to foul quickly. Let them go down the line, go down to the other end. Then you have your shot. You can't. That's why I say foul as soon as they get it, really, to me, I think.
Probably. If you can't get it on the initial pass in, you got to foul that person to give yourself enough time, because if they hit 1 or 2 free throws at the other end, you've still got to have time to come down and get off a decent look. So, John, I'd love to get it with about 5 seconds left.
Well, that's exactly what Blackman had to have. A 2 would have helped them, and Cleveland has not been just dead on at the free throw line tonight.
Don't foul Hurst, although she did hit 1 of 2.
I wouldn't foul Brewer either. They're going to have Rodriguez, the sophomore, throw it in. They've got a double team on Hurst, and they get to Brewer. Brewer waiting on the foul and gets it. And that is not really who I wanted to get the foul, but
5.9 left.
Now, if she hits both of them, that'll make it 41-38, so you still got a shot. So, opportunity-wise, you'd like to see her miss one of these 2. Brewer eyes it, puts it up. No good. She get one more. You're going to get, with 5 seconds, with almost 6 seconds left, you're going to get a pretty decent look, I think. Unless it goes off the rebound somewhere and it takes time to get it. Second one is up, good.
I was going to say, you almost rather her hit that one. You know what I mean?
And Brewer, they're going to set it up, 40-38.
Flowers or Maston, I would think, John.
And here we go. And Maston can go to the length of the floor in 4.5 seconds.
Bad shot.
And that's the end of the ball game as Maston threw up a long, long jumper. And I don't know whether she realized
she had more time.
Well, yeah, she did have more time. The heat of the moment is tough. It was almost like a half-court shot.
Yeah.
I think 2 more seconds, she gets like a 30-footer in there, 25 feet. But Cleveland comes down to Blackman and wins it 40-38. And a disappointing loss for the Blackman Blaze, who had a shot but came up a little short. Cleveland moves on. They will go to the Glass House at Murphy Center. And congratulations to Bianca Hensley and the Cleveland Lady Raiders. We're going to take a timeout, and when we come back, we will have the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air post-game show for you. We'll have scores. There's some big scores still out there, and we'll have the recap of this one as well. And as we kind of tell you what's going to happen state tournament-wise, right now in girls, it's not looking good. But we'll be back.
Roscoe Brown is seeking highly motivated HVAC plumbing apprentices to join our Next Tech Academy. If you're eager to become an HVAC technician or plumbing technician and want to improve your skills while learning new ones, this is your chance to launch your career. Roscoe Brown's Next Tech Academy is a program that offers you the benefits of being a full-time employee, all while learning and developing new skills.
Roscoe Brown.
RoscoeBrown.com.
This is a paid legal ad.
When a family member is lost as a result of someone else's negligence, the grief can be unbearable. It also leaves you with a lot of questions like, how did this happen? Who's responsible? And is my family going to be okay? That's a lot to go through, but with the law offices of John Day on your side, you don't have to go through any of it alone. We understand what you're going through, and we have the experience to get the answers, justice, and compensation your family deserves. Call the law offices of John Day.
We're here at Rick's Barbecue catching up with Anne-Marie Brents, who tells us not only do they have barbecue, smoked chicken, loaded baked potatoes, but the slaw dogs are out of this world.
I do love the slaw dogs. People are like, is that a big sausage? I'm like, no, it's a deep fried hot dog. And the slaw that we put on them is a spicy mustard slaw. It's actually really good. I like to dip it in white sauce.
Rick's Barbecue has awesome deals to feed the entire family.
We have family packs, and it can feed 4 to 6 people. We have a picnic pack, which is the family pack doubled.
Rick's Barbecue, 212 Warrior Drive.
Dr. Automotive is the cure for your car. Brothers Danny and Randy Brewer have been providing Rutherford County with ASE certified auto repair for nearly 20 years. You'll receive courteous and friendly customer service every time. Why? Because we grew up here and you are our neighbors. Foreign and domestic auto repair and maintenance on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna, just off I-24. SmyrnaAutorepair.com, 615-220-0971. Just ask for Danny.
I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Well, sad news here from Blackman High School, 40-38. Blackman goes down to the Cleveland Lady Raiders. Great game, but just came up a little short. It's time for your Prentice Allsup Heating and Air postgame show from Blackman High School. And they service all major brands and in most cases offer same-day service. Rely on the Rheem Pro professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air to keep your home or business comfortable year-round. Call 615-890-1311 or check them out online at PrenticeAllsup.com. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air on West College Street. Our Dr. Automotive players of the game in this one, and Brian, I don't really even, it's a toss-up. I think Maston wound up with 15. She hit a big shot to get him back in the game, though. It was a 5-point lead.
Yeah.
And Flowers had 12. She was red hot in the first half, but they struggled shooting in the second half. But I'm going to go with I'm going to give it to both of them.
I don't disagree. I mean, it's had to have them all tonight, and still just came up a hair short.
And that is your Dr. Automotive players of the game. Dr. Automotive provides local car owners with excellent auto repair services from ASC certified mechanics and master mechanics. Brothers Danny and Randy Brewer and their staff at Dr. Automotive are fully equipped to serve your vehicle repair and maintenance needs. They're on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna and online at AutoRepairSmyrna.com. Our Craig's Tax Service keys to the game. Brian, I think shooting was part of it. I think we quit rebounding in the second half quite a bit.
Well, it was 25-23 rebound advantage for Blackman. But in the fourth quarter, they had 6 rebounds. Blackman had 3. Blackman had to rely on the long ball. Hit 2 threes in that quarter. But, John, they also hit some big baskets down the stretch. And they hit 3 of 5 free throws. And they went to the free throw line 19 times. Blackman didn't go but 9.
And there's your difference right there, really.
Yep.
I mean, there was just
in a slim game.
Yeah, that's correct. That's your Craig's Tax Service keys to the game. Tax laws can be very confusing, and it makes sense to get help with your taxes. Craig's Tax Service specializes in personal and business tax preparation, financials, and bookkeeping services. Give them a call today at 615-890-2233. And if you've missed part of the game, you can check out WGNSSports.com and tap on the Sir Pizza podcast button to download or listen. You can now order your favorite pizza online. Go to SirPizzaTN.com for carryout or delivery. Sir Pizza on East Main, South Church Street, and on Memorial Boulevard. And Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance want to highlight some local athletes tonight. That's going to be Kaylin Flowers, Ayana Dunbar, and Tashana Moore, seniors. Candace Dedrick also in that list, who are playing their last game for Blackman High School tonight. And congratulations to them on a great career. Congratulations from TOA, helping you live your best life, whether you're in the game, on the sidelines, or cheering from the stands. The doctors and staff at TOA are here for you online at TOA.com. Do we need to take a break, Brian, or do we go right in?
I think we can continue on. All
right.
Get things all finished up.
Our stats are brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates. Here's the scoring. For Blackman, Lyric Maston had finished with 15 points. She had 1 first bank 3. Kaylin Flowers with 12 points. Yana Dunbar had 5. Tashana Moore with 2. Katie Stevens with a 3. And Amira Herring had 3 for Blackman. For Cleveland, Callie Brewer with 13 points. I thought she was the pain in the side of us tonight, particularly in that first quarter. She kind of kept them in the game when it looked like Blackman was going to blow them out. Lauren Hurst had 8 points with a 3. Tamaya Tanner had 5. Emma Smith with 8 points. And let's see, Patterson came off the bench. She had 5 points, and she had a big basket in that fourth quarter that really turned the tide for Cleveland. And you've got the team stats, Brian.
Yeah, and some pretty telling team stats. And, John, we talked about one of the keys of the game tonight was Blackman getting off to a good start. And not, it's kind of been one of the things that they have done in the last several games is they've gotten off to kind of a slow start and had to, claw back into it. Well, they got off to a 15-6 lead. And honestly, we were feeling pretty good after that first quarter. And then Cleveland came roaring back. They win the second quarter 13-4. And that is the real difference in this ball game. 13-4 second quarter kept Cleveland on out front. Now, Blackman did tie it. We were tied at 38, actually, and tied a few other times. But at the end of the third quarter, Blackman was down by 3. So
I don't know how many shots we missed underneath the basket.
A bunch.
Though. It was bad.
So we lose the second quarter 13-4, lose the third quarter 11-8. That doesn't seem that bad, but Cleveland, meanwhile, was building their lead, and so we had to play from behind, and it's tough to play from behind at this level.
Against a team that have seniors and juniors that have been there before, too.
Right. That's all a big part of it. And Blackman actually won the fourth quarter 11-10, but they needed to win it 13 or 14-10, and it just didn't happen. Rebounding, Blackman 25, Cleveland 23. Shooting from the field, Blackman put up 10 more shots. They were 12 of 47, but that's just 26%. They had 2 threes. Cleveland had 4 threes in the game, and one very late in the fourth quarter was really big for them. They were 30%, 11 of 37. 10 turnovers for Cleveland, 4 for Blackman. If you get that stat and just look at that stat, you feel pretty good about that. But I think this is one of the big differences in this ball game. Cleveland went to the free throw line 19 times, hit 12 of them. Blackman went only 9 times and hit 5 of 9, 56%.
Just the number of free throws.
Yes,
were the difference going to the line.
I think you're right.
All right, that's a look at our stats brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company. That's Josh Houston and Associates. Time now to kind of wrap things up. Congratulations to Jennifer Grandstaff on another great year. And don't cry too much for Coach Grandstaff, because she's got a good team coming back. Maston will be back. It'll be Corey will be back. Chisholm's back. Stevens back. Herring back. So it's not bad. And she's got a good bunch of freshmen and sophomores,
She's
too.
got a really good class coming up. And also want to say the same for Jessica Southern. I know she took one on the chin tonight with Oakland going down to Bradley Central. But tell you what, two really fine coaches. And, of course, add Chris Lynch into that list. They lost tonight versus Wayne County. And, a lot of people, John, we were actually thinking going into the region tournament, it's going to be hard to get teams to the Murphy Center. And it was. But honestly, Blackman was an underdog against Lebanon going in, if you just look at the body of work and the wins and losses and all that. And Oakland was a definite underdog to Cookeville. They won those games. And Eagleville had to win at Richland in the semifinals to get to the championship game, and all of them did that. And I don't know if you want to call it overachieving or not, but, it's so hard to get here, and we've been so spoiled. And,
Gillespie's not going to know what to do.
Well, he'll have plenty to do, I'm sure. But, I guess our attention has to turn to boys. And briefly, we do have a state champion in boys. Congratulations to PCA. They pull out the pull out the 57-55 win over FACS to claim the Division II Single A Boys State Championship. And, seeing Kerry Hammonds out there and excited as he is and winning a state championship as a head coach, and he's a guy that you and I called his games. So, congratulations to him, former Siegel standout. And I guess we get to turn our attention to boys, and that will happen on Monday night. We've got two Rutherford County teams left, all boys, and that includes Laverne. They travel to Walker Valley. I think a very winnable game for Laverne if they can play well down there. Now, Walker Valley is a little bit of a different place. It's kind of it's been a few years since we've been down there, but they were a smaller school that they added on to make it larger and increase their enrollment. But I think they were like a single A or a double A school, and their gym is very small.
It's like a double A gym.
Yeah. And so that'll be an interesting place to play. But good luck to Tony Rutland. And we're going to go out to Eagleville as Eagleville takes on Frank Hughes, and that's a team out of Clifton. And if Eagleville and Laverne or either one of them or both win, they'll be in the boys state, not this week but next, okay? And we'll just have to see how it all hashes out, John, but hopefully we can get some Rutherford County flavor in the state tournament if it is just boys.
Well, I wish we had better news for everybody. Oakland loses tonight. Blackman loses tonight. PCA boys, PCA a winner tonight, so congratulations to them. And Eagleville, unfortunately, beaten on the road tonight as well. But like you said, like Brian said, we do have hope. We got two boys teams still alive, and that'll be Monday night.
Well, it's been a fun girls' year.
Yes, it has.
And a lot of close games, a lot of really, really good games. How many wars did Blackman and Oakland have this year? Rockvale battled this season. Riverdale improved. Siegel improved. So I think the future is pretty bright here. So don't hang your hat. And Central Magnet had a great season.
Oh, gosh, yes.
Yeah.
Forgot about them. And Central Magnet boys. I mean, it was a good year for all of them. All right, that's going to do it here from Blackman High School. For Brian Barrett and Jackson Smith back at the station, this is John Dingens. Until next time, so long, everybody.
Rutherford County's biggest sports events are on News Radio WGNS, FM 101.9, FM 100.5, AM 1450, streaming at WGNSSports.com on our iPhone and Android apps, and always at the game.
We now return to regular programming on News Radio WGNS.
Well, when they threw that
anyway,
curveball,
I just wanted to make that point.
Thank you, Robert.
Good talking to y'all.
Thank you, buddy.
I miss you.
Get some sleep.
Only want to get some sleep.
Get some sleep, Robert. Coffee and Advil the rest of the day.
Calm down,
Robert. We continue.
Well, you know that song about Hootie and the Bluefish.
Yes, I do, Greg. I do. I know it very well. Let's go to Cameron out of Pell City. Cameron, welcome to the show.
Hey, guys. How y'all doing?
Good.
It's odd that Adler was once an enemy of Greg, and now it's his role. That Greg is his role model now.
I know. I know.
It takes a minute.
You can tell. I mean, he's so immersed in Gregdom.
Yeah, if you live long enough being the hero, one day you turn into the villain, you know. I messed up that quote from Batman. Dang it.
Doggone it. I told Adler to cut his time with Greg in half. Y'all heard that. We continue. Let's go to Marshall in the great state of Mississippi. Marshall, go ahead.
Green Acres, guys.
Thanks for the call, buddy.
Yeah, congratulations on 30 years. I found a musician friend of mine come up with this. He wanted to share this with me. Headline, band vocalist, after reportedly, why is it wrote like that? Guys, I'm sorry. Anyway, dude gets fired for giving his bandmate estrogen to steal his fiance.
He was just giving him estrogen? How's that going to help
Turn
him into a woman?
In the article it says that he was like dosing him. I guess he's putting it in his drinks or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Trying to make him more feminine so his fiance won't want to be with him?
Trying to steal his fiance. I thought that would ensue or incite a conversation from Greg. And,
is that what we're trying to do? Incite Greg? Are you proud of that, Marshall?
I feel like you've left a big part of the story out somewhere.
I'd like to know
what
he was
getting
on.
What
would just happen that you got on to about the rope?
Why is that
roped off? Is he still on?
No, he said why did it wrote.
What did he say?
Why is the road like that or something?
I thought he said, why is it roped off
sure.
like that? No, I think he said, why is the headline written like that? But he said wrote. Why is it wrote like that?
He was trying to read it and got turned around because he left a major part
I
out.
thought he was like in a drive-through or something, like
He's
trying to
talking
do this
out
and
loud.
talking out loud. I didn't know what was going Whatever drink that he's giving his bandmate that is full of estrogen and a man's drinking it, it looks like our entire society's drinking.
Yeah, I think that's like something. There's more people drinking that than Coke Classic. Let's be honest.
Chad.
And I love Coke Classic.
Out of Alabama. Chad, go ahead.
Hey, I just want to commend the guy that called in earlier to where he made the requirement to marry his daughter. The young man had to go through the discipleship program.
Yeah.
I just think that's a great idea. This fallen world, we need a lot more men like that. And that daughter, I tell you, she's blessed because her father has the wisdom.
Yeah.
And the love for her to require that to marry his daughter.
Yeah, it's why we adopted the slogan, disciple men, change everything. And you talk about a daddy that loves his daughter. There's no greater gift you can give to your daughter than to make sure she's going to marry a godly man. We continue. Let's go to Luke in Dadeville. Luke, go ahead.
Hey, guys, I just had a question about the Tangled Web. Greg actually just emailed me, but since I was on the line, I figured I'd just ask, see if you might know, Rick. But he said that it was on a little known streaming service that may be out of business now.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was
So I didn't know if you might know.
I have no idea. I'm sorry,
It was
Luke.
on something. I can't remember what it was
And Greg
called.
doesn't know either.
I don't remember.
You might want to search it. It might show up now, like on YouTube or
Now,
something.
there's other movies with the same title.
Oh, is there? I think so. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
But
I don't know.
Yeah, if it looks like it has a high budget, you're watching the wrong movie.
Okay.
No, he said.
Okay.
Oh, what was the name? Jeremy Ivy. Google him.
Yes.
Jeremy Ivy. There you go.
I bet he.
Here's the trailer right
There it is. I only want to eat some stew. Martha, Fort Payne, Alabama. Martha, go ahead.
Hi, guys. I was just wanting to know what you might think about the Saban leaving and how Fort Payne or Alabama would be doing for the next couple of years. Do you think they'll be doing as good, or if
Well,
we're going to fall behind?
The new coach I noticed had the players doing ballet, and I didn't think that was a good sign.
I believe they're done. I'll just be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've seen the tide air is about to take a turn.
I think they're going to do better.
No, it's
Saban was washed up.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, I think that Alabama's got a lot of players, but so does everybody else
I was
now.
trying to rile her up a little bit.
Yeah, and I think
Y'all OD, man.
I'd probably go to that statue and I'd put a few more flowers now. By the way, I do want to tell some of the Bama fans, Nick Saban's not dead.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
You did
and-
memorial services
right,
for people
right.
who have passed.
I know, right. The flowers, that's not for people that retire.
No.
But anyway.
Granted, he's not on the sidelines, but
I don't know. I just looking at history. Now, that doesn't mean this is what's going to happen, but looking at history, usually following a legend, that next person struggles. I know there's been some exceptions. I can't think of any right now, but so that's going to be a difficult thing. The transfer portal makes these kind of things. They have more impact because players can leave if they want to.
Yeah, true.
So I don't know, but Alabama's
he's still got a lot of talent. Down there.
he's built quite a program there, and this is a good coach they've got coming in. So I'm sure they'll be fine. I'm sure they'll be fine. And Saban's
You got
still
12
around.
spots getting playoffs. You're good.
Yeah, well, that's true. This new playoff format's going to help tremendously. We continue. Let's go to Chris out of Laurel, Mississippi. Chris, go ahead.
Mac.
Hey, boys, I was going to let y'all know that several years back I won an Apple Watch off y'all's 12 Days of Christmas.
Congratulations.
And I went, well, thank you. I went to hooting and hollering and having a good time, and my preacher a couple of days later said, hey, I heard you on the Rick and Bubba show. I said, yes, sir. He said, you want to watch? I said, I did. He said, you got really excited. I said, yes, sir, I did. He said, I've never heard you that excited in church.
Zing.
You know what you should have said? Y'all start giving away Apple Watches and I will.
Be honest. I'll tell you what.
You walked right into that one, Chris. We'll be back. 866-WE-BE-BIG is our number. We'll get more phone calls before the day is done. Check our website, Rick and Bubba, spell out the word and.com. All the different ways to get the show. Check that goodies button. Speedy explained that today. Shop the Rick and Bubba store for swag.
Rick and Bubba.
Helix Sleep does it again with an innovative kids mattress made to flip. Why? Well, the firmer side is great for younger kids when they need more spinal support to aid proper development of their growing bodies. You simply flip it over when they're a little older, around 8 to 12 years old, when they want the softer side for sleep. Handcrafted and assembled right here in the USA, Helix is offering 20% off all mattress orders, including the kids mattress. Go to helixsleep.com/Bubba. helixsleep.com/Bubba.
Dog parents are loving Dr. Marty's Nature's Blend Premium Dog Food.
The way she acts and the way she moves, it's just so much better. And she's like a puppy again. It's unbelievable.
Dr. Marty's Nature's Blend is a freeze-dried raw food made with 0 artificial preservatives, so it's naturally shelf-stable with no mess, freezer, or fridge required. Plus, it's full of premium turkey, beef, salmon, and meat your dog will love.
We started with Nature's Blend. She's happy, she sleeps well, she's energetic. I am just delighted with this product.
When given the choice, Nature's Blend and Amazon's #1 bestseller in dry dog food, 29 out of 30 dogs chose Nature's Blend first.
I am so confident your dog will love it. Your order is back with a 90-day guarantee.
Save up to 54% off Nature's Blend and get a free bag of delicious beef liver treats. Go to drmartypets.com/treat or text TREAT to 511-511. Text TREAT to 511-511. All pets are unique. Your pet's results can and will vary. Message and data rates may apply. Studies available upon request. Paid for by Dr. Marty's Pets.
I know a lot of you really want the State Farm Personal Price Plan, but what's with the oversharing? Like this message Mateo left.
Jake from State Farm, you should know orange juice commercials make me cry. I feel bad for the oranges.
You don't need to get that personal. The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or go to statefarm.com for a quote today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
I know a lot of you really want the State Farm Personal Price Plan, but what's with the oversharing? Like this message Mateo left.
Jake from State Farm, you should know orange juice commercials make me cry. I feel bad for the oranges.
You don't need to get that personal. The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or go to statefarm.com for a quote today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
Hey folks, when you love someone, you protect them the best way you can. That's why we recommend home security from SimpliSafeBubba.com. SimpliSafe is an advanced system that protects every inch of your home. Plus, it's backed by 24/7 with professional monitoring for fast emergency response for less than $1 a day. Order now and get 20% off any new SimpliSafe system with Fast Protect monitoring. Visit SimpliSafeBubba.com. That's SimpliSafeBubba.com, or find a link at RickandBubba.com under sponsors. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
City Tile and Floor Covering is a family business.
I am third generation, so it started with my grandfather, and then my father, and now me.
Andrew Young with City Tile and Floor Covering.
They see these beautiful hardwood floors, and it just makes a stunning statement in people's homes.
Make your house a showplace. Give your house a new face. Make your house a wow house. City Tile and Floor.
City Tile.
Hi, I'm Wade Hayes, owner of Toots Good Food and Fun. I strongly believe that volunteers make a positive difference in the quality of life here in our community.
Laura Harper is our Toots Outstanding Volunteer. She is a 100% involved volunteer. Some of her volunteer focus is at the Women's Club of Murfreesboro. She is an encourager and motivator. In addition, she is in charge of the prayer ministry at her church and devotes several hours each week. She is a retired nurse and always goes the extra mile with her volunteer work.
At Toots,